Welcome to the venue of legends, Wembley Stadium. David Beckham's played here, Madonna has performed here, and now you can enjoy the same experience as you live the dream. So the first thing you need to know is how to get to Wembley Stadium. Well, the easiest way is right behind me. It's Wembley Park Tube Station. It's on the Metropolitan and Jubilee lines, just less than a 10-minute ride from Baker Street in central London. And once you leave the station, finding the stadium couldn't be easier. It's right in front of you. The Wembley Stadium Tours brings you the history of the old stadium with its towers to the modern day version with that arch that can be seen from miles around. During the tours you'll be accompanied by one of the guides who'll give you an insight into the stadium like nobody else could. They're a bit like the Beefeaters at the Tower of London. Adam's going to be my guide for the day.
Well, our tour guides, we believe, are the best in the business. We've got guides that range from 19 years old to 68 years old, from all parts of the country, from all over the world. And we do train them to be able to know all facts about Wembley, to be able to engage with members of the public, to answer any specific questions, and just to really just give people a great experience when they come around. The guide is the star, the stadium is obviously there to help them out as well.
And who comes on the tours?
Young and old, from all over the world, as we said. As a tourist attraction and as a stadium, it is the most famous stadium in the world. It's the most recognised stadium in the world. So everybody plays their part in Wembley story, if it's their club or their country. Even if they don't like football, you've got rugby teams, American football teams, rugby league teams, concerts. It does not matter. Everybody loves Wembley Stadium for what it is.
If you come on the tour, you'll be taken to many bits of the stadium that you never normally see. One of them is a dressing room where you'll be able to have your photos taken with some rather famous shirts.
Well, these are quite a special one because this is from David Beckham's 100th game. So naturally we wanted to commemorate that, and the starting lineup that you see here are the players that played in that game against France. And the shirts, obviously, David Beckham would have used that, and all the things that come with the players' experience. So the showers, the hair dryers, which is very important, the massage tables, all of these things bring people, it really brings it into people's conscious when they come to the dressing room.
You'll also get to see one of the most famous bits of the stadium, the tunnel. Before you run out onto the pitch, you'll get to experience exactly what your favourite players get to do.
Visitors on the tour line up in the tunnel, they stand in a straight line exactly as the players stand, they shake hands with the opposition, they have a stretch, they get themselves ready, and it's exactly what the players do, so it's a really important part of the experience.
So you're out at pitch side. Where's next? Well, you'll be able to sit in the seat, which is arguably the best view of the action.
Well, this is the England dugout, so this is where Fabio Capello will sit to watch the game as it's going ahead. It's got a fantastic view, as you can see, and again, this is another feature on the tour, so people can sit in the England manager's seat and see the view that he has.
Now, we're quite low down, we have got a fantastic view of the pitch. Is that to do with the kind of the new dimensions of the pitch and such like?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much the same size as the old stadium. There's a slight camber on the grass, so when it rains, the rain comes off, but you can see everything from here. There's a slight elevation. It's not like other stadiums where you're dug out into the ground, so you've got a much better view here at the new Wembley.
After games, managers and players alike have to give their interviews. And when you book your tour, you'll get to do exactly that as well. This is great for the kids. So Adam, whereabouts are we now?
Well, where we are now is obviously inside the press room. So this is where on a match day you'll have the players and managers coming in after the game, speaking to the members of the press. If you've won, this is a very pleasurable experience. If you've lost, this is probably the toughest job in football because you have to give all the reasons as to why your team didn't perform out on the pitch. So when this is busy and when it's full, it's a very intimidating experience.
And what happens on this part of the tour?
Well, this part of the tour, again, it's a really lovely interactive part because a lot of the kids will come up here, we'll sit them down, they can get the chance to be Fabio Capello or John Terry or David Beckham. So it gives, again, the idea of what happens here behind the scenes at the stadium. So you're going into places that you wouldn't normally see on television, and when you sit at home and watch it on television, you can say, I was sat there.
And then, the finale of the tour takes place 107 steps above the pitch. That's right, you'll get to go into the royal box and touch the most famous trophy of them all.
This is a fantastic one. I mean, this, of all the rooms that we go into, I think people can identify with the FA Cup the most because it is part of football culture, it's part of British culture, it's our identity. So when people see it, it is a really important part, and everybody takes photographs here. You get families coming together, young and old. It's a really lovely way to end the tour.
Here in the Wembley Stadium shop, you can buy some replica merchandise, and it's a good chance to see what some people on the tour thought of the experience.
Yeah, really enjoyed it, and I didn't think that I would at all, being a girl. I thought it was great for family, really good for the kids, and it was an amazing experience to be at the top, near the top of the stadium and looking down. A bit scary though, I have to say. But no, it's fabulous, really good.
mean, I can remember the 66 World Cup final. I remember my brothers reenacting that, and we watched it on TV. So yeah, great to remember all those kind of things. It's a fantastic place.
So there you go, the Wembley Stadium tour, an amazing experience, whatever your age. So you're excited, you want to come now, well, get online and make that booking. wembleystadium.com/tours. The first tour's at 9:30 in the morning and the last one starts at 4:30. They last around 90 minutes and it's crucial to book in advance. Also just remember that we can't run tours on some days because of events at the stadium, so it's always best to check and book online. To arrange your trip to the venue of legends, go online now, wembleystadium.com/tours.